Dodo Matos got himself into a jam in the top of the sixth inning, walking a hitter and then allowing a base hit, but then retired 3 in a row, all on pop-ups. A nice play sprinkled in by this hitter, Daniel Rubalcaba, and we are tied at 5. Brush and Colorado Springs Christian in the 3A District Tournament Championship game. And the pitch is a strike on the changeup on the outer half to Rubalcaba by Cameron McCormick, who has struck out 12 and walked none. Rubalcaba is 1 for 2. The offering, swing and a miss on a ball all the way to the screen. 0-2, an RBI double in the second, and then hit a grounder to short in the fourth on a ball that was misplayed. The Bead Diggers in this game have put only 3 balls in play that have been recorded as outs. And CFCS has committed 3 errors. The pitch swung on in line into right center field. That might be trouble to his right, lunging out, and the ball gets away. Rubalcaba around first into second. A nice diving attempt, and it's a leadoff double in the bottom of the 6th inning for Daniel Rubalcaba as Paul Miles is still on the ground. And Rubalcaba is 2 for 3 in the game. A nice dive out there, and again, just emblematic of what has happened in this game. That is double number 4 for the Bead Diggers, and CSCS has hit 6 in the game. The pitch, scoring to bunt, taking it, and actually missing it, is Colby Waylert. And it's 0-1. Waylert had a 2-run single in the 17-3 victory over Olathe. So the Bead Diggers have the go-ahead run at second. Pitch to Waylert, squaring to bunt, lays it down foul. And it is 0-2. You've got to have him swing away now. Boy, Rubalcaba has been excellent at the plate today. On an 0-2 pitch, lining that one into right center field. He didn't play much during the regular season, but he looks like a seasoned veteran now. The offering, up and away, 1-2 to Colby Waylert. We are in the bottom of the 6th inning, deadlocked at 5. Rubalcaba has begun the inning, that is with a double. The pitch, swing and a miss. Waylert strikes out, 13 strikeouts for Cameron McCormick, 1 down for C.J. Kukas, who has struck out twice as well. Lefty against lefty. The Bead Diggers are a hit away from taking their first lead of the game, scoring to bunt and fouling it off the umpire. 0-1. Bead Diggers are still attempting to play small ball, but to no avail. No balls and 1 strike to Kukas. For all of your auto supply needs, stop by Central Auto Parts in Fort Morgan. Home plate umpire just shaking it off. We do have 3 umpires working today for this district tournament from Matchbluff High School in Denver. 3-step lead for Rubalcaba, the pitch. Swing and a miss and a ball up and in. No throw back to second. Rubalcaba was nearly halfway to third. And it's 0-2, and Kukas is really struggling against the left-hander. The stretch and the offering. And that is taken just low and away for a ball. It's 1-2. 5 runs on 7 hits for Brush. 5 runs on 9 hits for Colorado Springs Christian. Kukas awaits the offering, and he swings and fouls it off. It looked like right off the catcher's foot. I got a good piece of Chris Cholera. Count remains at 1-2. Committed to serving those in Production Ag, Premier Farm Credit is the gold standard in ag lending. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 down, 1 on. In the bottom of the 6th inning, one of these 2 teams will advance to the double elimination 3A state tournament next weekend. It's part of a 2-weekend tournament. The pitch runner going to third, swung on and tapped on the right side slowly. Kukas getting down that line, fielded by the pitcher, and Kukas is going to beat him to the back. Rubalcaba around third, the throw to the plate, and he scores, and Rubalcaba is in, and the Bead Diggers lead by a score of 6-5 as C.J. Kukas beats out that dribbler. And Rubalcaba never stopped once he took off for third. That'll bring up Brad Bass. The Bead Diggers have their first lead of the game. No RBI there for Kukas. And Bass out to speak with third base coach Bobby Guzman. Bass in the game has struck out twice and grounded to third. He's 0 for 3. In the 2 games today, Bass is 0 for 5, but he scored 3 times in the opening game. Now the Bead Diggers find themselves 3 outs away from advancing to the 3A state tournament. Kukas with a short lead at first. The pitch. Swing and a miss on a changeup up and away. Well, Brush could use some insurance runs. Up 6-5. Colorado Springs Christian will send up their 5, 6, and 7 hitters in the 7th. The offering from McCormick, scoring the bunt, popping it up, and that's going to twist foul. 0-2. Now Bass will have to swing away. No balls and 2 strikes. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Greg Mullen is there. Let Greg Mullen work with you to get the discounts you desire and the coverage you need. State Farm agent Greg Mullen. 0-2. Kukas with a big lead at first. He's going, and that is taken in the dirt, and Kukas to second off that stolen base. So now the Bead Diggers with a base hit have got a chance to take a 2-run lead. 2 runs in the first for Colorado Springs Christian, 1 in the third, 2 in the fifth. The Bead Diggers with 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 in the fifth. And the tie-breaking run so far in the sixth. The offering swung on and popped up. The shortstop is out, still going. That ball might drop, and it does drop. And Kukas to third, the throw, the slide, and he is safe. That'll be a base hit, a Texas leaguer in every form by Brad Bass. And the Bead Diggers with first and third and 1 down. Boy, Austin Galley got out there, stuck out his glove, but could not haul it in. And now everything is falling for the Bead Diggers. Derek Lynch has had a big day, 2 for 3 in this game with 2 runs scored. He also had 2 hits in the opening game. Lefty against lefty. Put it in play, you can score another run if it's on the ground. The offering. Change up a strike, taking off for second as Bass. He's in there uncontested. No balls, 1 strike, 2 in scoring position. With 1 down, 6-5 Brush over Colorado Springs Christian in the bottom of the 6th. The offering. That is taken for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Roy Grauberger is on deck. Sign is laid down by Cholera. The pitch upstairs, 2-1. The Bead Diggers had a 6-run 6th inning against Olathe in a 10-run 5th. The pitch squaring to bunt, lays it down foul up the third base side. It is now 2-2 to Derek Lynch. A base hit in this situation would be huge, but just as huge for Colorado Springs Christian if they can keep this at a 6-5 game. Runners take their leads. 2-2. In the dirt, skips to the screen. Here comes Kukas to the plate, and the throw is going to be made late. Kukas scores in the slide, and on the wild pitch, the Bead Diggers lead 7-5. Brad Bass the third. And Lynch will see a 3-2 pitch up there. So 3-2 now to Derek Lynch. He did strike out in the first against McCormick, but since then has those 2 base hits. From the stretch, the offering swung on and tapped foul up the first base side. Again, went with a changeup, and Lynch was not completely on it, but stayed with it long enough to make contact. It'll be a payoff pitch once again to Derek Lynch. The stretch and the offering, and that is a called strike 3, and Lynch is retired. Looked like another changeup thrown by McCormick. And that is strikeout number 14 in the game. Just past 5 o'clock. This is 1010 KSIR, Brush, Fort Morgan, Denver. I'm John Beltran, live from Match Bluff High School in Denver, where the Bead Diggers lead 7-5 in this district tournament championship game just off the campus of Match Bluff High School. In the opening game today, the third-seeded Buffaloes were stunned by this Colorado Springs Christian team, losing 5-3. The Beat Diggers came back from a 3-1 fifth-inning deficit to beat Olathe in 6 innings, 17-3, and Brush has trailed or been tied throughout this game, but now leads 7-5 in the bottom of the 6th inning. And after that meeting on the hill, Grauberger will step in. He's popped to center, struck out, and stroked an RBI triple, with Brad Bass at third and 2 down in the 6th inning. The stretch by McCormick, the pitch, and that changeup is upstairs. One ball and no strikes, and Grauberger awaits outside. Perhaps they're being careful with him to get to Maltos. 2-0. The pitch, high again, 3 balls and no strikes. Yeah, they're pitching around him because McCormick has no walks to this point. So we know that he's definitely doing this on purpose with the 14 strikeouts to counter that. 3-0 to Grauberger. The offering, that's a strike. 3-1. Let's see if Grauberger gets something good to hit. Brush has scored 2 runs to break a 5-all tie. Now make it 7-5. Bass leads off. 3-1. That is over for a strike again. 3-2. Well, maybe they're not pitching around Grauberger. Well, he's going to have to go up swinging now with a 3-ball, 2-strike count. And McCormick delivers. Swung on and grounded up the middle. Second baseman fields it. Riddlebarger throws to first, and that is going to be late. And the ball gets by the first baseman. Heading to second is Grauberger. And Grauberger's in there scoring his Bass. It's an RBI single and another error committed by Colorado Springs Christian. And the Beat Diggers now lead 8-5. Grauberger now 2 for 4 in the game. That's 4 hits in the inning. The error on Riddlebarger with the one-hop throw. And here's Arturo Maltos. The stretch. And the offering. Squaring to bunt, lays it down foul. Maltos struck out in the second, reached on an error in the third. And then on a suicide squeeze, bunted it successfully, scoring Grauberger, and then he reached when the ball was thrown down the right field line. 0-1. Swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. Probably would be appropriate for McCormick to end this outing with a strikeout, considering how effective he's been, but the Beat Diggers don't want that at this point. And runner going to third, swung on and popped up, and that will be out of play. Count remains at 0-2. Brush has scored 3 runs in the frame. If we have time before Rocky's on deck at 5:30, we'll try to get a word in with head coach Mark Muniz so the Beat Diggers do hold on and win this game. No balls and 2 strikes. Runner going again. Swung on and driven deep into center field. That ball's got major carry way back, and that ball will sail over the head of Rocco Baccarat. Scoring is Roy Grauberger. Around second is Maltos. He's headed for third. It's a 2-out RBI triple. The Beat Diggers have played at 4 in the bottom of the 6th inning and lead 9-5. And Maltos today has driven in a couple of runs and has now got 16 on the year. We could have a pitching change. And, they appealed. They appealed. Apparently Maltos did not step on first base. So that run, let's see if the run counts. The question is, will the run count? All right, let's stay right here. Maltos did not step on first. Well, I don't even think that's going to be a base hit if he didn't step on first. Wow. I mean, that would be a humongous error if he didn't step on first base. I mean, you miss second, then there's no doubt the run counts, but you don't step on first. And I believe they're going to score the run. I saw the safe signal from the home plate umpire, and we have to assume the run scores. But if he didn't step on first, I wouldn't even know how to score that. Now I actually have to consult the rule book for the first time in a while. 9-5 Brush is what the score appears to be, but if he didn't step on first base as opposed to another base, we'll keep it right here as we go to the top of the seventh inning. The Bee-Diggers in the inning pick up just 4 hits then. We will not call that a base hit for Maltos. However, Grauberger did step on home plate before Maltos hit first, and Maltos apparently upset with that. Just delivered a Ricky Vaughn warm-up pitch